I am back in the world of Echo, and I'm gonna have to do Leo's route. Look, don't get me wrong. His route is still good. It's still well written. It gave me one of the most genuinely terrifying moments in the entire. I mean, no shit. The end of fucking Leo's bad ending is genuinely what gave me nightmare. Because I remember I woke up the night that I finished reading Leo's route, and I didn't see, I thought I saw a figure at the end of my bed, and my mind just flashed back to the end of his bad ending, and I was fucking frozen in fear. And even during reading it, like, it just hit me so fucking hard. But I still, overall, really don't like Leo's route. Just for the fact that the majority of Leo's route revolves around Leo, you know? But whatever. I'll be able to justify my reasoning for why I don't like him, because up to this point I've just been fucking hating on him nonstop for no reason whatsoever in your guys' view. So like it's really fucking refreshing to finally be able to do his route and bang into him like the fucking punching bag he is. July 11th of last year. Fucking hell, it's 2022. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so we have to go after Jen and Leo. Ba 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 ba. Already read all this. 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 Already read. I already read all of this shit up until you choose the route choice because, yeah. Honestly, I really don't like Leo, but Jen is worse. Objectively, it's just for some reason the Echo fandom fucking loves Leo. And like you ask them why, and they'll just say, "Oh, he's hot, he's attractive." Um, is that your only reason? Do you like anything about him other than his looks? You know, I can't I can't justify that. If you only like someone for their looks, then you're not liking them for, the person they are. Not to mention just the absolute obsession with him. It's fucking ridiculous. Right? Just talk to him and listen to you. Yeah, fuck you, Jenna. Crazy thing is, I've tried to do this route before, and every time I did it, I just got so not okay because I just whatever. She passes by me going back towards the trail. Sure, I'll probably listen to me, but I have no idea what I should say. The rocks are actually hard to navigate, especially when you don't have any protection for your feet. I'm almost to the boulder when my foot catches on edge of a rock and I yelp and fall forward, knees first into the sharp rocks. Ooh, no. Ah! Pain shoots up my legs and my eyes clench shut as I cringe silently. She alright? Look up and see Leo looking down at me, his ears up, now at the sound of my fall. Yeah, fine. Leo frowns and reaches over with a paw, which I grab onto and pull myself up with. I make my way around him, being a little more careful where I put my feet as I position myself next to him against the boulder. But both my paws behind myself and heave myself up on top of the boulder, letting my legs dingle over the side. So damn clumsy. You're an otter. Wow, asshole. I say it jokingly, but Leo's not smiling. Instead, he sticks a paw back into his pocket and pulls out a slightly flat-looking cigarette. I give a start and stare. I shouldn't be surprised. I could smell it on him when I first got here. It's just that I'm not used to seeing him do it. He started right after I left. Pulls out a lighter, lights it, takes a drag, and blows the smoke out the side of the nozzle away from me. You're meant to swim, not walk on rocks. I mean, technically Carl's built for that, and he's still falling down all the time. I think that's because Flynn's always tripping him with his tail. Speaking of Carl, Grunting leaned over sideways and looked at the side of the boulder. I found what I'm looking for instantly, a series of chips and scratches, outlining the rough figure of a canine with a long cape and an S in his chest. Ha! It's still here. Carl's drawing? Shit, I forgot about that. Never finished it, did he? Nah, but it's still pretty good. Remember how Super was the only thing he talked about that summer? Yeah, and the movie wasn't even that good. He loved it, though. Yeah, and I guess that's all that really mattered. Well, to an extent, if he starts saying that it's a good movie, and then you like prove that it's not using the standards of the fucking filmmaking itself, the writing, the cinematography. I'm not gonna get into objective analysis right now. We're fucking playing Echo. Leo grimaces and reaches over to my knee. I wince and look down as he puts his thumb and his finger over a cut that I had noticed until now. Blood is oozing through the fur and leaking down my shin. We'll need to clean that out. I shrug. It's not a big deal. No, we'll stop at the convenience store and get some peroxide. There's some nasty shit around this lake. It's fine, seriously. Just to be safe. Jesus, I'm fucking burpy. I smirk. Safe? Like this? I reach up and grab at the cigarette dangling from his lips. He's quick, though, and whips his head away before taking it out of his muzzle. Hey! Don't hey me, why the fuck are you smoking? His ears fall flat again and he glares. Why the fuck do you care? He spits it out with so much venom that I lean away from my eyes wide. He's never talked to me like that before, and I was joking, too. What? He quickly looks away and doesn't say anything. I stare at his face for a while, watch his eyes flick around, and he just shakes his head. Are you still mad at me? We talked... Course I'm still mad, Chase. Talking doesn't just fix 3 years. Well, that progress that we made on Saturday was an illusion. You're fucking... Oh my god, get over it, you fucking... Yes, Chase and Jen are at fault for the fucking prank, but doesn't mean you get to hold on to that for fucking 3 years, you absolute egotist... Whatever. Let's not get into a fucking rant right now. Leo's just as upset as he'd always been about what happened. I don't know what you want me to say. What do you want me to say, Leo? That I was wrong to leave, that I should have stayed here? Not leaving me in the dark would have been a good start. Yeah, I fucked that up, but it happened and I can't fix that. What do you want to happen now? Leo stretches his arms out to either side in one giant shrug. I don't know. This is already familiar. 1,000 past fights flash in my mind. Do we ever agree on anything? I slide off the boulder and Leo snaps his muzzle toward me, probably thinking I'm gonna leave. Instead, I lay one paw against the rock as I turn to glare at him. It feels better yelling at someone standing up rather than sitting down. Oh, I know exactly what you want. Oh, do you? You just want me to drop everything, come back here, back to Echo. We don't ever ask you to drop anything. I just want to know if you're coming back. How am I supposed to know that? Why can't you plan ahead farther next week? I swear it's always like this with you. Let an exasperated laugh. I'm 21. I don't fucking know anything about anything. How should I know what I want? Well, I'm here. Don't you want to come back and live with me? We've always planned for it. No. His voice softens and I pause, thinking about it right now. It is something I would want, it's just... Does Echo so bad that its negatives outweigh my benefits? I mean... I gesture at the town in the distance, looking as shitty and rusted as ever, then to the lake, looking as shitty and mucky as ever, then to the desert around us, looking as shitty and dry as ever. I let the scenery speak for itself. So yeah, Leo rolls his eyes. Poot chica otter, I'm starting to think you just want an excuse not to be around me. I'm starting to think that what Flynn said was true. He looks straight at me, eyes narrowing over his muzzle, his nostrils flaring. What? I'm not obsessed with you. I miss everyone, that's all. Is that wrong? I go quiet for a while and turn to look back over the lake, squint at the bright reflective flashes of the light. It can be. But then I don't even know if he's telling the truth. He'd never say whether or not this whole thing he'd planned was just for me. He doesn't say anything, we just sit there for a while. Even for a wolf, his whole sticking together thing is a little intense. He brought us together at the very beginning, sure, but after Sydney was on a whole different level. He'd barely even let us leave his sight. That's when I noticed a dark figure across the lake walking the side of the road. It's Flynn, and he's heading back to Echo. I can see that Leo spotted him too, his eyes and ears. Following him, but he doesn't say anything. Finally, I speak up. So, is what he said about me true? No. He says it quietly, but the answer's instant. Really? Leo takes another drag on the cigarette. Weirdly enough, I actually kind of like the smell of the smoke. I think his problem with you is that you don't act like you used to as a kid or teenager. He's told me before. I mean, you used to be snarky, motherfucker, even more than you are now. Stomach sinks. Yeah? Yeah, you grew up, mellowed out. Again, my insides twist and I don't trust myself to speak right then. Leo gets the wrong idea and smiles, putting his arm around me and pulling up to his side. What he said about everyone else was total bullshit, especially Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Flynn is spot on there. About everyone. I mean, seriously. Leo is obsessed with Chase. Jenna is a fucking piece of shit for just abandoning her family for good. And, Carl needs to get his fucking shit together. And Chase is just a fucking one, well, there's a reason for his blandness because of Sam invading his body and possessing him, obviously, but still. And TJ was also hiding something. So Flynn was completely fucking correct on all of them. His whole family mantra did have its limits. The fact that Leo was so defensive of Jenna's decision to leave her family shows what a piece of shit they really are. I'm just glad he's changed the subject, though. Laying my head on his shoulder, I let his hold comfort me. Ew. I'm still watching Flynn. Oh, Chica, I can't fucking believe he did this now. Idiots. Idiots! Leo shouts it loud across the lake, and if I could, I'd lower my ears like a canine. See the small figure that is Flynn turn around and look back at us. He stays like that for a while and looks examining us. Yeah, he sees you fucking basically spooning near the place where his best friend died. How do you think that's gonna make him feel? Jesus fucking Christ. You're literally on a fucking graveyard to him, and you're just, oh, let me get close to Leo again. Oh, fuck off. Fucking idiot. How the hell am I gonna go ahead without a plan? Oh my god, you overdramatic piece of shit. In the past, Flynn would have his blow-ups and get over it, and so would we. But this time really did feel different. It was like he'd been chipping away at our group for years, and finally this is what broke it into pieces. Oh my god. Give me a fucking break. All he did was fucking voice his mind, and you're treating him like a piece of shit for it. Oh my god, you overdramatic pieces of shit, really. Maybe it would have been better if we didn't come here. It's sort of my fault. Nope, it's Flynn's fault. Stupid to blame yourself. I don't know. I always had problems. Probably would have been better just leave things as they were. No, Jesus, why is everyone like this whole thing echo our friendship as some kind of horrible tragedy? And as an excitement, a walk in the park. Life isn't a walk in the park. Oh, really? Fucking real hypocritical coming from you, bitch. This is where we come from. Find some good instead of bitch about everything. It could be so much worse. My parents told me stories about their hometown. Compared to where I was born, this isn't shit. He huffs out smoke through his nose, not bothering to blow it away from me this time. And I'm engulfed in the smell of tobacco. Ew. I mean, not to be an asshole, but you gringos have it easy. My mom got a phone call almost every month telling her they'd kill my dad just because they had money. He's always been good at making me feel like a spoiled brat. Yeah, it's called gaslighting. It's called gaslighting. That's what it's called. Sorry. So I'm tightens around me, and I turn my head to run my nose into his chest. Fucking ew! You're literally on a fucking graveyard, essentially, and you're just doing this God, I cannot have sympathy for you. I can smell his musk under the heavy deodorant. It's a familiar smell I like. Don't be. I mean, we all play our cards right, but try a little more perspective. Okay, you manipulative, gaslighting fuck. He leans his chin on the top of my head. I feel like we should have some boundaries since we're not exactly a couple anymore, but this feels right. I love this town, I love you guys. I just want things to work out, not to lose touch. You had something really special. You're such a wolf. Thanks. He'll lay upon us. Oh my god! I mean, is there really no way you could live with me? It would make things so much easier. Please don't ask that. I can't leave them. I could never do that. You know this. Yes, you could. Yes, you fucking could. You could leave your fucking family behind, for fuck's sake. But yeah, fuck you, Leo. You're just awful. Of course I did. We argued about it 100 times already. I squeezed. Fucking stop! So, are you still mad at me? I listened to Leo breathing deep and my head rising with his chest. No, Otter, I'm not mad. We just have a lot of things to figure out, but we will. I guess that's as good a place as any to leave off. So we move on to another subject. So now that Flynn's fucked up the trip, what do we do next? He hasn't. We'll fix this. Just gotta get that dumbass to apologize. Once I do, we have a birthday to plan. I raised my brows in surprise. It wasn't anyone's birthday anytime soon. Huh. Whose birthday? Carl's. Carl? His birthday was until the end of April, literally a month away. It's early, really early, I know, but I'm kind of limited here on ideas what we can do. Guess that makes sense. So when's that gonna be? Wednesday. We need to buy the stuff tomorrow, and I have the day off. Leo looks at his phone again. Speaking of which, I need to drive you guys back so I can get back to work. Alright, I'm not doing much else tomorrow. I should be working on the project, but I've got plenty of time. Leo slides off the boulder and turns back to me. Well, that's Jen and TJ too. I'll let Flynn cool off for a day. Do you know where TJ went? Yeah, he just texted me that he wanted to be left alone, which I understand. Get off the boulder as well. Leo reaches the paw out to me. And this time watch where you're walking. Hold on to me. It's probably a good idea. Fucking hell. Oh boy, Tuesday. We're only fucking 18 minutes in. Jesus Christ. Peyton Mall is tiny compared to one in Pueblo where I go to school. Only got one floor, maybe 20 stores. Still, it wasn't a bad place to hang out back when I was in high school, mostly because I'm in a movie theater. So, where do you guys want to go first? First, we need to go to one. You sure? I mean, maybe she'll branch out? He knows what he likes, it's fine. Well, alright. Lasers it is. It's one of those kinds of stores where it looks like a radioactive clown and everything. Why do you say that out loud? Well, there is a lot of porn in here. I think Carl would like that. I'm not really sure what Carl's gonna do when it comes to that. I think he likes the paws, honestly. Oh my fucking god. Porn, really? Let's stick to comic books. We both look at him. They're really okay, Teach? Teach has been a bit of a memory since he woke up this morning. He didn't talk the whole drive here, instead just browsing through stuff on his phone. He's just salty he isn't roasting on the trail right now. No, this is fine. I'm fine, guys. Teach smiles at how fine he is. Yeah, sure. Well, Leo's driving us halfway. After this, you're still going to get yourself barbecue. You don't have to go if you don't want to. I don't know if it'll be very fun if you're upset the whole time. At this point, Leo turns to me, smiling. You going with him? In this fur? On these legs? I lift a foot for him. No, it's over 90 degrees today. Yeah, best leave it to land mammals. So, Leo claps his paws together loudly. Let's split up and pick something out. I think it'll be fun if we keep it under $20. Under 20? How fucking cheap are you? Ezra wanders off to look around. I'm not sure what I should get him. He doesn't get excited about much unless one of his comic books is being turned into a movie. Jenna's already looking at the comic book section, so I decided to try my luck there. Find anything? Not yet. I'm debating whether or not to get him a manga. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him reading one of those. Yeah, he thinks anything from the West is inferior to his precious comics. Oh my god, stop fucking psychoanalyzing people, you fucking piece of shit. I look over the selection, most of which happens to be manga. The Yaras are kinda weird looking. Not all of them, besides, it's the stories I like. It's not all superheroes and powers, you know. I guess, though every anime I've seen deals with some kind of demon trapped in some kid. Hey, that's the pop shonen crap, you have to look for the good stuff. Well, I guess it's true with everything, right? I'm glancing over the covers and noticing the parents' schoolboy with a big... Ew. It is kind of weird that Joey into this stuff. Anyway, I'm sure if you get him something good, it could expand his horizons on comics, if you can really call that expanding. I move back over toward the comics and look around, but I can't make out what any of it means. Carl's so damn knowledgeable at comics, I'm sure he already has everything that he wants. I wander off towards the opposite wall where all the posters are. Leo's standing there looking over the display board. I stand next to him. You know, I think every inch of his wall's covered, and I don't know if there's any more room. Has he put anything on the ceiling? I don't think so. Then there's room. Well, alright, I guess I'll get him Lucha. I don't think he's got one of them. Look over the masked wolf, his arms crossed, bare abs, and... We're just oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Sure, that's why you want him. Leo grins down at me. Oh yeah? Sorry, he's not my type. I'll let my guys a bit more supple. Still, oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Fuck off. Leo frowns while I take that moment to slap him. Oh, okay. I don't... Why is this happening? Leo yelps and stumbles forward, the post with a loud clatter. Whoa, calm down, boys. Jenna walks up behind us and stands next to me, her arms folded over mine with a dough and a schoolgirl uniform on the front. That looks sexy, Jenna. Good pick. Jenna rolls her eyes as Leo reaches into the poster bin with Luce on it. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have this one. Leo falls up behind Jenna, a small figurine of Trinity Weasel in his paws. I laugh. And of course you'd get that, TJ. Hey, it was a good price, and he's kidding, TJ. Anyway, we will help him take another look at that movie. It really is good. I realize I'm the one who picked out a gift and look around anxiously. Right in front of me is a rack of beanie caps. One of them has a bloody and decaying zombie face printed on it, its teeth bared in the brim. I assume it's meant to make the wearer look like their head is clamped inside. I think Carl likes zombies. I snatch off the rack and hurry up to the front with the others. God, that's fucking relatable. My sister is so hard to pick gifts for. Jesus Christ, is she ever. How does it look? I asked her, just walking through the parking lot. It looks good, I guess. No, I mean, does it look like a zombie badger's made my head? Oh, yeah, it looks great. He gives me a thumbs up. Ugh! I pull it down over my face slowly. How do you think we'd all do in a zombie attack? I lift the hat back over my forehead. Like, who would die first? My eyes fall involuntarily on TJ. That's just fucking rude. What? There's more to a fucking zombie apocalypse scenario than Braun. Jesus Christ. Considering that Echo is literally only 50 people, or what they've said, and most likely everyone there is guns, I'm pretty sure everyone at Echo would be okay from a zombie apocalypse. I'm just gonna be honest. Me? Why do you think that? Well, maybe not. You are pretty fast. I just imagine you curl up into a ball. Honestly, I'd be the first to go. Stick out a leg. Look at how stubby these are. I'm the fastest I carry you. You don't have to worry. Oh, really? I look over at Jen and see that she's got that gleam in her eye that always puts me on edge. Pretty sure I'm faster than you, Leo. Leo smirks. Pretty sure my legs are way longer and way faster than yours, Jenna. Jenna sticks out her bag with the manga at me. I take it slowly, trying to catch her eye so I can shake my head frantically at her. Leo sticks his bag out at TJ and almost punched him in the nose. TJ jumps and gingerly takes it from him, frowning. This is a parking lot, guys. Are you sure it's a good idea? But generally have already taken up their positions side by side, leaning forward. Let's see, a fennec fox versus a fucking wolf. I think I know who's gonna win. Yeah. Alright, to that lamppost. You're on. Count us off, Chase. Now, is this proving anything? Don't you need to be carrying Chase? Alright, ready, set, go. Leo actually gets a bit of head start since he anticipated the go, but Jenna catches it right away. In fact, she's 10 feet ahead of him just 5 seconds into the race. I can hear her laughing as she gracefully speeds ahead, her tail whipping around like a flag as she zips off toward the horizon. Leo, realizing he's going to lose, is frantically flailing his arms around, his ears and head down as he charters forward. I'm actually surprised by how bad he's losing. I mean, he used to play football back in high school, so he's had some training. Fucking hell. No wonder he's a douchebag. Football fucking sucks. With his head down, I guess he doesn't see the curb right in front of him, and his foot clips it as he passes. I hear the yelp and see him careen off to the side, then roll into the asphalt before slamming against the tire of a parked car. DJ gasps and covers his eyes. Oh my gosh! I'm already running up to where Leo's fallen. He's sitting up against a tire, one paw to his head as he grits his teeth in pain. You alright? Jesus, you went that hard. I kneel down next to him, and the second he sees me, he grins and quickly scrambles off, brushing his paws. I'm fine. Just tripped a bit. I can see spots in his paw pads that are skinned and bleeding, and I wince. Jesus Christ, Leo, that wasn't just a bit. Jenna, we notice that her competition to getting shit, jogs back to us, her pausing reps as she breathes heavily. Wow, you okay, Leo? I'm fine. Want to try that again? The stupid curb got in the way. Nope, you're banged up enough as it is. You're fucking bleeding everywhere. I should probably drive. I'm fine, Chase. Yeah, fucking macho manly man. Oh, so totally macho. Shut the fuck up, Leo. Compensating for something, Mario? Leo rolls his eyes to show me how much he doesn't care, but I can see the inside of his ears are bright red. There's a bit of an awkward silence while they punctuate by Leo and Jenna's breathing. Finally, Jenna walks up next to me and puts her paw around my shoulders. Well, now you know who you're more likely to survive with in the zombie apocalypse, Chase. Remember it. She leads me. She leans her head up against my shoulder, and I cringe as I see Leo's smile turn icy. All right, cool. Let's get going. I wiggle off from under her arm. You guys need to get to your hike. The drive back is only a little awkward. To her credit, Jenna does try to apologize to Leo, but just waves it off like it isn't a big deal. I can tell by how he's overdoing the cheerfulness that that's not the case. We drop TJ and Jenna off halfway up the trail, which happens to be right next to the highway. Once they're alone in the car, Leo starts messing around with the CD player. You might remember this. As the music fills the car, I'm immediately transported back to my high school days. Jesus, is this carpet stains? Yep. Leo's grinning at me, occasionally glancing toward the road. Just like band would listen to it together my junior and senior year. You still into this stuff? It's nostalgic. The music carries a lot of memories for me, and the fact that I haven't listened to it since I'd last been in town made me feel all the more powerful. Sure, the music is simple, the lyrics embarrassing, but I miss it. Maybe, I think... It could be if I listen to it again. Me too. To drive and mouth the lyrics under my breath. You haunt everything in my life. I see you in the clouds and the sky so blue. I see your outline on my screen door too. Huh. Fuck that. Fuck that. Oh my god, right, his fucking house. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is this, dude? Why do you live in this fucking shithole? Finally, we pull up to Leo's old ranch-style house. It looks the same as it always has, but the landscaping has definitely taken a turn for the worse. Leo parks and we both get out. I'm busy staring at the driveway, thinking about all the times I've walked across it when the gravelly voice pulled me from my reverie. Hey, who are you? Kudzu! Kudzu. He's one of the only good parts of this route. My god, I love him. I jump and look to the right spot and see an angry looking raccoon. He's standing next to some bushes, trimming them up. His yard is desert landscaped and looks pretty good next to Leo's property, which is nothing but weeds and sagebrush. Behind the raccoon is an old and rusty looking trailer home. Thinking back, I'm pretty sure that the really old mouse used to live here, but this guy's a raccoon. It looks pretty young, too. I hear Leo walking quickly around the front of his truck to stand next to me. Hey, kid, this is Chase. Remember I was telling you about him? Leo puts his arm around me. Cud's demeanor changes immediately when he sees Leo. Oh, hey, Leo, this is him, then. Cud? My voice is just incredulous enough to be offensive, and the raccoon notices. His already scowling face is even more scrunched up. I'm not exactly from around here. Oh, really? No. We stand there for a few seconds, and Leo grabs my arm. All right, glad you two could meet. We're actually in a bit of a hurry. Got a party to plan for. The raccoon watches us all the way to the door before Leo finally closes it behind him. Really, Chase? What? It's a weird name. I sniff instead of the scented candle smell I thought I'd get. Instead, I met with the acrid smell of cigarette smoke. It doesn't look the same either. It's all a bit empty compared to when I was last here. Makes sense, I guess, with Leo's parents and siblings gone. I tell him what a great guy you are for the past 2 years, and that's his first impression of you. Well, I'm sorry. What happened to the little mouse guy? Charlie, he died a few months after you left. Cud moved in a few years ago. Oh, well, he seems a little grumpy. Oh, Chase, you don't know what's coming for you, buddy. He is, but he's a good guy. Been through a lot. Leo sets the bag down on the kitchen table, pulling out the cake and gifts. So why do you move here? So he likes the isolation. He works in Peyton. Some things happened in the city and he wanted to get away. Leo ruffles with the plastic cups and gifts. I forget what country he's originally from. His full name was Kudzu. How old's DJ again? I think he's 20, but he doesn't drink anyway, if that's what you're wondering. I don't know. People change a lot in a few years. Anyway, let's go to my room. Gotta message Carl. You fucking live here, bitch? What the fuck? Leo's room is small but cozy, a little cluttered but clean enough. I walk over to sit in his bed, looking around at all the posters, most of them football related or hip-hop moguls. Ew. He's had most of these since high school. Kept the same room, huh? Your parents' room is bigger, isn't it? Yeah, well, I'm used to it being here. It's kind of weird hanging out in my parents' room, anyway. Besides, Mom's down next to me. Both me up and down on the bed. I don't really need that space. So what do you do around here? It feels kind of empty. I'm really only here to sleep, otherwise I'm on the computer. You know, porn. He looks at me and grins. I go over to the computer. It's got a nice chair, and I can guess what the box of tissues next to the monitor is for, but that's not what held my attention. Instead, I see 3 holes punched right through the drywall. Around those are several more, less successful dents in the wall, some with knuckle-shaped features. Holy shit! Leo's ears fall flat and lets an embarrassed laugh. Yeesh, yeah, that's my fault. I really get into my games. Oh my god. Sorry. Dog went fucking crazy. I stand up and walk towards the wall, examining the damage. Leo stands up too, clearly uncomfortable. That was a few years ago, though. I don't play that game anymore. Damn, Leo, you're fucking crazy. Poke a finger through one of the holes, realizing that punching into the wall with one try wasn't anything to sneeze at. And strong. You just got that temper of yours. I don't. It was just that one game. He's got his paws in his hips, glaring down at me. I mean, what if I was standing here? What would you done to my face? My face in front of one of the holes for effect. Leo blanched like I'd slapped him. Hey, don't talk like that. I would never. I know. Sorry, it's just funny how angry you can get sometimes. I mean, your phone looks pretty new. When the last time you broke one? Well. Okay, the damn thing wasn't loading right, and. He frowns. Well, I'm being interrogated right now. Hey, you want me to live here? I think I have a right to be concerned about personal property. I only broke your phone once. Spread my paws out. More than I've ever broken anyone else's phone. Yeah, well, I never pretend that I cheat on someone as a joke. My attitude cools a little. Yeah, well, high school, you know? I know. Anyway, it's nice to have you here again. He reaches out and pulls me into a one-armed hug. When I pull back, though, I notice a cut in the side of his arm, a few more in the back of his paw as well. At this point, the fur is clumped together with coagulated blood. Man, you really wiped out. He looks at his arm. Oh yeah, I should clean up. Hey, get on my account while I'm gone, see if Carl's online. Oh boy, it's this scene. I get to fucking talk about just how psychotic this bitch is. Leo talked to me as he's walking out of the door into the hallway. I should be logged on. Ask him what he's doing tomorrow. We need to plan this out right. Okay. Sit down in the chair and wake the computer up. Sure enough, Leo's already logged into his account. I look at his friend list, seeing that Carl is idle. I send him the message anyway, then lean back in the chair, almost freaking out as it leans back way farther than I thought it would. Must be all those jerk-off sessions Leo's had. Ew. I draw my paws together against the desk for a bit, then look back towards the door. Leo's probably gonna be a while, and I am curious. I grin as I first check out his bookmarks. Social media litters the first few slots, and there's one called Mecha Forums, and another called Mechanics United. Then, of course, there are a few sports and football-specific sites. Finally, I get to one called Gay Viddies, then another called Otter Sluts. Oh my! I snort loudly at that one. I click on the History tab next. Scroll through it for a while, the first 50 or so into some DJ or hip-hop artist. Ew. Finally, I see the word cock. I know I'm looking at one of Leo's porn sessions, yeah. It's pretty standard stuff, ass, balls, making out, blowjobs, but that's when I start seeing a pattern. Gay otters. Yeah, he's fucking psychotic. I raise my brows and click on the search bar for the history, type in an otter before hitting enter. The results spill down the window. The scroll bar is small enough that I have to trouble clicking on it to pull it down. Was Leo only into because of an otter fetish? I start to feel a little depressed as I scroll through the results, and that's when I notice another pattern. At least half of the results have wolf in the search phrase, and not just that. Woof, otter, yeah, woof, yeah, okay. Not obsessed with you. Not obsessed with Chase, are you, Leo? Not obsessed at all. My neck prickles as I scroll down the hundreds of results. That's when I hear the door open in the hallway. I jump, first covering the screen with my paws like an idiot, then quickly exiting out of the window. Except that it doesn't work. The sheer amount of results I get from Leo's shame must have fucked up the CPU somehow. Desperately, I bang the mouse against the desk as I hear Leo's heavy footsteps down the hallway. Ah, yes, a fucking horror moment. When you're looking at your fucking ex's porn history. Jesus fucking Christ, of course. I swear there's a cut in my back, but I can't reach it. Fuck. I'm muttering my breath, heart pounding in my chest. Just like 7 years ago, my mom caught me looking at gay porn. Leo walks in, the computer screen still hopelessly frozen. Can you help me get... Leo stops mid-sentence as I look back at him, the guilt in my face pretty damn obvious. What did you do? You know what? Try to stall and turn the screen, clicking furiously in the X. Hey! And just as he's walking up behind me, the window disappears. Wait a second, what are you looking at? I swivel around in the chair, grinning. Nothing? My voice squeaks. Leo stares down at me, and an exasperated smirk sprawling across his muzzle. No, not nothing. What the hell were you looking at? Is there something I don't know about? He keeps on staring at me, but I get up, pretend to stretch, moving towards the bed. Well, yeah, there's something you don't know about, but now I know some things. I I swished my tail behind me a few times, teasing him. Most of them just relieve about getting caught. They are moo, but I can't react. Or I can react, he's on me. Fucking hell. What the fuck? I grunt loudly as his weight pushes the air out of my lungs. Looks like I'm going to have to get it out of the old-fashioned way, Otter. I struggle a little, but there's no way now I'm getting out from under Leo if he wants me to stay there. Hey, get off! Clutches both my wrist in one paw while he digs the other to my side. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Well, I'm sure Leo was curious about what I was doing on his computer. I'm definitely sure there's another reason why he's doing this. I can feel it again. Okay. I only have a second of reprieve before both his paws dig. Okay, really? Alright. I was just searching your contacts to see if you were hooking up with anyone. Tickling starts to lift gas and for air while Leo just looks down at me, grinning. Oh, a little jealous, huh? Maybe a little. Huh? Leo looks genuinely happy about that, his paws spread out to either side of his head as he grins down at me. I take my chance and shoot. Oh my god. I don't fucking want to fucking read this shit. Jesus Christ. Not sure why. I probably let him know that I know or knew, or maybe it was just a way to get him back at him for getting off on this. He yelps again, this time a lot more loudly, and folds up, pushing me off to the side of him. Fuck! Both lay there side by side, panting and sweating a little. My head rested on his arm. I think I won that. No way, I got you to squeal. And you cheat when you crush my dick. Leo, oh. At least you're not into that. Thank Christ. Leo reaches over to me and turn on a small, complicated-looking fan on his bedside table, flopping his arm over his eyes. To stare at the fan, I notice something else next to it and gasp loudly. What? Is that a fucking gun? Oh, yeah. It's real. Yeah, of course. Turn my head to stare at him. Why? You just leave it out here in the open? I never thought of Leo as a gun person, from when he told me he hated guns. Okay, really? You hate guns? Two-way motherfucker, suck it. Two-way motherfucker. Well, my dad has a bunch, and when he left, he gave me one for protection. Wow. Do you really need it? A few people in this town, well, you know. I think I know the people he's talking about. Have you had to use it or something? I mean, it's just sitting out. Leo shifts, bouncing in the bed. Let's say some people need convincing when they're trying to cause trouble. About to ask more, but Leo holds up his other paw. Not now, I'm tired. I'll tell you about it later. I go quiet, but it's hard not to stare at the gun. The concept of owning one is just so foreign to me. Wow, so you're a fucking pussy. You're a fucking pussy, are you? So, what's with that fan? I change the subject. Leo looks confused and over at the fan. Well, it's humidified or fan combo. I get nosebleeds a lot. Ah. Goes wise and lay there against Leo. This is probably a bad idea, I know, but it feels good and I'm tired. Even after the discovery I made in his computer. I guess I'm just trying not to think about that right now. The fan drones softly. Leo's arm moves under my neck and I feel his paw come and start brushing the tough fur on my head with his thumb and index. I wish he would style this again. And it spiked? That was stupid. I liked it. I feel myself dozing off as his fingers start brushing my forehead, feeling the coolness of his anchor bracelet through my fur. Sometimes I think I'm going crazy. I'm barely awake at this point, the fan blowing on my face. Leo stroking, feeling his warm body next to me. I saw you here last week outside my window. That register's a little weird, so I come back out of my doze a little. Oh? Yeah, I just looked out and I saw an otter. Just standing there. Huh. Think it's just another otter? Well... Leo yawns and turns his head towards me, snuffling at my ear. There's only one other guy. Remember Dale? He's fat, though. Could have just been someone that was lost, right? Maybe. I went out and didn't see anyone. Well, sometimes people see things. So I'm tightens around my head like as he gives it a sort of hug. Hope I'm not seeing things now. I roll my eyes, but his words remind me of something. Just like a bad dream will be gone when you wake. But I swear, even if this was fake, I'll never forget your face. I sing a few lyrics from her old emo song, but then we hear Leo snore, so I give it my pleasant drowse and sink slowly into sleep. Oh boy, sleep paralysis time. Sleep paralysis time, here we fucking come. I feel a presence in the room, and it's angry. Chase! I jolt awake, but I can't open my eyes. Chase! Finally, my eyes twitch open, but I can't move. I can only wiggle the tips of my fingers. Just try to hide, I dare you. I flinch. The voice is right in my ear. I'm still in Leo's room, still in his bed, and I can vaguely make out his body. I can corner my eye. The room, though, it's tinged red. I hear clicking and see the monitor switch on. I see myself bent over, tail raised, naked, looking back at the camera, my face warped. Dark holes bloom over my eyes and all over the image like it's burning. Wait, so where's the fucking computer in this picture? So it's like at the foot of the bed then. Because like that's the only place I could imagine it being if you're seeing it when you're laying in bed. Tarantula crawls up the foot of the... Okay. Up the foot of the bed and starts making its way towards me. Gas in my nose since I can't open my mouth, my heart beating so fast I think it's shaking the bed. My fingers wiggle as I try to yank myself awake. The massive spider moving closer as it crawls up my foot and onto my leg. The weight of the spider is real. The weight disheveling my shirt as it crawls on my stomach is real. This is real! No! No, it's not real. I've had this happen before. It started happening when I took the night shift at the grocery store next to campus. Very common, very normal. People have it happen all the time. I'll just close my eyes and wait it out. I do that, squeezing them shut as tight as I can, trying to find comfort in Leo's presence next to me, his arm under my head. I feel the spider on my chest. It weighs so much more than it should, but it stops there. It doesn't approach my face. But then I feel something else, another presence. It's coming from the right side wall where the window is. Something's looking through it at me, I know it. Not open my eyes, though. I know if I do, I'll see something will freak me the fuck out, and the spider's bad enough. I hear tapping. Whatever it is tapping at the glass, wanting my attention. It knows I know it's there, and it wants me to see it. What the fuck? This is lasting way longer than it should be. What if I'm stuck? Am I stuck? Am I gonna be stuck in a twisted Leo's spider room dimension for the rest of my fucking life? He's mine! My eyes fly open, already pointed towards the window, bracing myself. But it's empty. The sky is tinged red from the sunlight, and so is the room. My dream bright and exaggerated to look like the color of blood. The spider's gone, and the angry presence is too. I sit up slowly over my face, feeling exhausted even though I just slept. With the humidifier blowing right in my face, I can feel the tiny droplets of water that collected on my waterproof fur. It would be impossible to fall asleep again after that, not only because of how brutal that sleep paralysis was, but because I still don't feel right. Well, the spider and thing in my room were gone. The other thing outside the window, I feel like it's still there. I look out the window again and see nothing, but still can't shake the feeling I'm still being watched. Okay, guys, so we're now on Wednesday, and we're stopping. We're stopping for now. We're going to stop for now. Yeah. January 3rd. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. See ya, fuckers.